Hey, good evening and welcome to the fourth part now?
Yes, part 4 we're on now.
The fourth part of our Suikoden 5 playthrough.
Yep, I'm Paul, and as usual you've got Richard here playing the game and being the knowledgeable one.
The Suikoden guru.
The Suikoden guru.
So to speak. Someone's got to be.
So, yes.
Someone has to be a Suikoden guru. And we're both feeling a bit groggy today, aren't we, Paul?
Yes, I'm vaguely hungover. And yeah, we went for a long walk earlier today. I was a bit knackered.
So yes, we're hungover and achy. But there's nothing like Suikoden, a bit of Suikoden 5 to sort you out, is there?
To pick you up.
You did well.
Indeed.
That was an excellent ceremony.
Speech fish before
I
I
believe sacred games will go splendid.
Well, don't just stand there. Sit down. The matches are about to start.
So we're currently at the Sacred Games, which the last video focused on as well, which is basically an event that happens in the Falanan Kingdom, which the entire game is centred around, where the prospective Queen of Falena is married off to the male who wins the Sacred Games. Now, obviously, clearly, the event is of great political significance, but the major way in which it affects the political dynamic in Falena is that the two major noble families can put representatives into the Sacred Games to effectively win control of the royal family. So it's really important, and a lot of the backstory for the past hour or so has been focusing on the machinations of the two noble families trying to win the Sacred Games and Princess Limsley's hand in marriage for themselves. And the hero has just been in the first battle of the Sacred Games against what's his name? A young gladiator.
Is it Shun?
Shun even, a young gladiator who's been helping out the royal family.
Usual bits here and there. I'm used to seeing what everyone's got to say before you further the scene.
Yes.
So I always like to know.
I do too. Unfortunately, Suikoden has so many NPCs that often you can't actually do it. But in this case, as far as the Queen's Knights are concerned, I think it's a worthwhile exercise. Here we go. See what happens next.
Kind of feel like you're not missing out on anything then as well.
Is that?
I believe if you literally went through every single scene on this and every single town and spoke to all the NPCs, listened to everything I'd say, it would probably make the game clock in at more than 100 hours.
Yes.
Childeric there in a fight. Childeric's, as the character was saying there, is on the Godwin side.
And the winner is Childeric, representing Giselle Godwin.
As the game goes on, it's quite clear that Childeric does have a number of characters that is inspired by. Voldo is one of them.
Yeah.
The other is, remember Suikoden 2 Luca Blight?
Yes.
He's very much like Luca Blight, as we see as the game continues.
What's wrong? Nothing. It's just scary watching all these sword matches, that's all.
Oh, bless.
The weapons used in the Sacred Games don't have blades, you know. Nobody's going to get hurt too badly. I know. But I have this cold feeling in the pit of my tummy for some reason.
It's been nice.
Yes. I think I'd better.
You cannot leave now.
Mother?
Those men down there are fighting for you, dear. You can't just simply walk away.
But Mother, I never asked them to fight for me.
Need I remind you you're going to be queen someday? And you have certain responsibilities, whether you like them or not.
Likes music.
For instance, if a war were to break out, over 100,000 soldiers would be called to fight and possibly die in your name. If you can't even watch the sacred games, how will you be able to handle something like that?
What do you make of the writing of this so far, Paul? 'Cause I know Japanese RPG, particularly nowadays, have to get quite maligned, the script and the writing.
That's all right, Lee.
I'm liking
I
it so
know
far.
that.
It's concentrating on I like family relations and things like that in games rather than over-the-top sci-fi elements.
Entering the arena.
And it seems to be focusing on that.
Representing
What do you make of the character
Lord
progression and depth?
The Gladiator.
I think it's still early days, to be honest, in the RPG world.
His opponent,
Not even
the
4 hours into the game, I don't
swordsman,
think.
Belcoot.
Oh, this looks like a match
But still
between a boy
progressing.
and a man.
Yourself?
Is the little guy gonna be
I'm very
alright?
impressed. I think it's a fantastic game, to be
What if
honest.
the hammer hits him?
I do like
He'll be fine.
what I see, and I think compared to just about any other RPG that's not Final Fantasy, I think the characters are incredibly well developed.
What are you talking about?
And if anything, this is actually
that
chucking
boy,
around more
whatever
characters
his
than Final
name is,
Fantasy does.
Is he some kind
It's
of
more of
famous swordsman?
It's more of an
No,
achievement.
he isn't. We've never heard of him before today. But just the same,
A Queen's Knight can always assess the skills of an opponent, even if he's never seen him before. Just watch. This match ought to be a good one.
Belku, who's a character that's been introduced, he actually joins the team later on, and he's an absolutely fantastic fighter. He's one of the best fighters in the game. He uses a Falcon rune like Valeria. Oh, first second Suikoden.
So that's basically a wild card there,
That
isn't
was
it?
incredible.
It's matchups like those that make the sacred game so interesting.
I hate to give a barbaric swordsman from some backward land any credit, but he is good with a blade.
A barbaric swordsman, you said. When Varric came to this country, he was far more barbaric than that.
It's true.
I didn't mean... I'm terribly sorry.
Don't worry, I'm a thick-skinned barbarian, so I can take it. Seems very interesting, this Belcoot fellow. Interesting indeed. How about it? What do you say? Would you like to meet him?
I think we should.
Yes. I think this just brought in a character
Really?
for you to
So
root
you're
for now,
curious
isn't
about
it?
him too, huh?
So far, there's not really been anyone likable.
I need you to
That
find
you want
out
to
just
win the
what
game.
In the
this
second
fellow
games,
is.
yeah.
But your majesty, are you sure? It had looked like the royal family was favoring a specific participant.
Oh, come on. Belcoot is probably staying at some place in town, so you can just pretend to run into him by accident. It's settled then. Leon, I want you to go with him.
Yes, sir.
Xylides, George, I want you two to go too.
Alright.
Sure. I'm quite interested in the man myself.
Tell me about it, Leo, okay? Oh my, princess? I'm done for.
Good girl, Lynn. You really held out.
Not a drama
True.
queen at all.
You did wonderful.
I guess I'm tougher than I look. After all, you are my mother and father, you know.
I have to disagree.
This concludes our games for today. Tomorrow we start with round 1, match 9.
Love the cutscene though.
Very nice, yeah, very well done. And the speech isn't too annoying, is it?
No, it's not.
We've got George Prime in the team again.
One of your favourites?
George. One little detail I like on this, if you look at Leon and George, a little bit of wind blowing
Yeah.
the cloaks. A little touches into it.
Better than just a static sprite. Well,
Model. Yeah, I do like it as well, the characters are very well detailed, they look good up close, but from far away as well, they look like nice little models, don't they?
yeah, they do. It is a pretty game.
You tend to get games these days which are either very realistic, up-close looking games where you see very detailed models, or completely utterly opposite retro style graphics.
Yeah.
This is somewhere nicely in between. Okay, then we're sort of finding Belcook now in the city of Stormfist. Of a crazy random Japanese character here.
This one.
Hopefully she'll have a real name. I believe she does.
Yes.
That is not a name, really. Clueless woman. Super duper special moves. She's in the wrong game. She's in Street Fighter.
Yes. I like your character already. She's winking at me.
I suppose it's a very liberal country that would let women enter.
Yes, it'd have to be extremely liberal.
And also not because they want the royal family to continue, I suppose.